Hey guys, it is your girl Carrie, and today I will be sharing part 2 of my series on how I get my daughter organized for school. And today's video is going to be what's in her gym bag. So first, before I share what's in her gym bag, first I'm going to start off with her gym shoes or her tennis shoes. And I'm going to tell you how I pick up shoes affordably, designer shoes or name brand shoes for a reasonable price, because tennis shoes can tend to be very, very expensive. Now, when I was purchasing her tennis shoes, I kept a few things in mind. I wanted them to be as light as possible because, again, she has to carry all of this stuff along with her book bag and everything else. So these are some lightweight running shoes, and I also like them because they can smush down. You see, it's made out of fabric in the front, so it can easily be, mushed down and put into her gym bag, and everything can fit in there. If you get shoes that are stiff or, have leather up there, it can be a little bit harder to maneuver, and there's less flexibility when you're trying to pack them. So I like that. They're lightweight, they're flexible and bendable, and also they're affordable if you know where to look for them. Now, these gym shoes, I can't remember what Nike, what type of shoe, what they call it. Nike's call each one of their shoes have a model. But anyhow, I seen these in Shoe Carnival, and they were running about 70 bucks. I've seen them in the mall, and they were running about 70 bucks. But I went to the Nike outlet, and I picked these shoes up for $35. So if you have an outlet near you, you can always check out the outlet or some of the discount stores like TJ Maxx, Ross, Burlington, and things like that, and you can really find tennis shoes for a reasonable price. And another thing I was looking for when I was looking for a tennis shoe was something that was just neutral. Again, something that can go with all of her outfits, because she doesn't have a ton of different sneakers to match up with different outfits. The next item you're going to need are cute, fun sweat socks or socks. Now, the next item of clothing that we'll talk about that she will be needing to pack as far as clothing are her bottoms. And typically I buy 3 different types of bottoms for my daughter. And these right here are full length, meaning go all the way down to the, your ankles, are full length yoga pants. And, the yoga pants have kind of like a flare at the bottom. And this one has a little design at the waistband. Now, you can also pick up yoga pants, the ones that come to your calf, like right below the knee. And these yoga pants also came from Five Below, and I spent $5 on them. And now the ones that come to the knee or mid-calf, they can either flare out or they can be like the fitted kind, like almost like a legging. And my daughter doesn't like the flare out ones that are mid-calf, so she likes the tighter ones. So I picked up a pair of tighter ones for her. And the next type of, gym bottoms I get are just your plain leggings. Now, these have a design on them. It looks like the iCat print, and these are not the mid-calf leggings. These are the leggings that go all the way down to your ankle. These feel really great. They're nice and soft, and they will really keep you warm. And now finally, from time to time, your teen is going to want some of those specialty pants. What I mean by specialty are name brand or designer brand, types of clothing. And here my daughter insisted that she must have the Adidas, I think these are Adidas joggers is what they call them, or Adidas soccer pants. And I could not find them on sale for the life of me. And these run about $55 a pair, and there is no way Very Carrie is going to be spending $55 on one pair of pants. Here's a tip for you parents, for kids that want that designer look, but you do not want to pay designer prices. You can look for items in the discount stores like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Burlington, and things like that. But sometimes what's on trend right away may not be in the discount stores. So another option is to check out, the trendy secondhand stores like Plato's Closet or something like that that's geared towards teens, and they only collect like the most fashionable items. And the third option is to save specialty items for special occasions like birthdays or Christmas. So then you can splurge on something that they really, really want. And the fourth and final option, when your children want more expensive items, have them purchase it themselves with their own money. They will be very selective as to what they want to spend their money on. They will want to spend your money, no problem. But when they have to fork over $55 for a pair of pants out of their own money, it's something that they're really, really going to want. And that's what Ray Ray did. She purchased these pants for $55. She purchased them last year, so this is her second year wearing them. And again, we went with a neutral color, a color that would just kind of blend in, because you don't want to go with something real funky and loud, because people will notice it when you wear it all the time. They're like, how many times is she going to wear that paisley pair of Adidas pants? But if you get something that just blends in, they'll say, hey, you know, she looks good. And it's not going to, you know, interfere or make you look like you've worn it over and over and over a million times. So that's my tip on that. Now on to our tops. So this top right here came from Forever 21, and it says just did it. And this particular top is kind of like a midriff top. It kind of stops like almost mid-abdomen. So in order to, you know, for my daughter to wear this top, obviously it would not meet the dress code of her school, and it would not meet my dress code. I don't allow my children to wear, you know, shirts that have their stomach out. But if you pair, you know, the midriff tops with your basic cami, then it will be fine. And, you know, this is a staple. Basic camis are staples that should go in your wardrobe. They can be used for multiple things. So in this instance, she'll wear a black cami underneath this top. And I absolutely love this. I think it's really, really cute. And this cute little top right here says, shopping is my cardio. And I think this is really cute. And with this particular shirt, the sleeves come, you know, the cutouts come down rather, you know, deep. So you will have to put something underneath this. And again, this came from Five Below, and it was $5. So what you would do in a situation like this is to put on a sports bra or another cami, like we talked about before previously, underneath this gym shirt. And you can pick up camis from Five Below also for a few dollars. I think this cami was $4 or $5. So you would just put this underneath the shirt and you are good to go. And this cute little shirt right here says Flawless, and it has the number 90 on it. And this also came from Five Below. And this cute little number says, don't let the pretty face fool you, I'm a beast. And the final shirt says Finally Friday. And in total, she has 5 gym outfits. She takes gym 4 times a week. So she has 5 outfits that she can rotate throughout the year. And I think all these are fun and cute. Another item that you may need is a jacket. The weather is changing and it's getting a little bit more brisk in certain areas, so you might want to throw on a jacket, especially if you have to go outdoors. And Five Below are also selling these cute little winter hats right now, and I thought these were very cute, and you can throw one of these on if you're going outside, you know, to do gym. And this one here says Fresh. They had so many different sayings to choose from, but my daughter really liked this one. Now we talked about the clothes and the shoes. Now let's talk about her gym bag. What do we put everything in? I found that it's most convenient and easy and lightweight. Again, we're thinking about, you know, what she has to carry to the bus stop, are using these little, you know, sacks, these back sacks. Now you can get these little back sacks or backpacks from the Dollar Tree, but the Dollar Tree's backpacks are just plain. They're just plain colors like red, yellow, and, you know, black. And I think they had a few other colors, and that's fine, you know, to have plain, but sometimes, you know, kids want something that's cute and fun. Now that we have her shoes, her clothing, and her sack that we, you know, put everything into covered, we need to go over the essential items that she needs when she's preparing or getting ready before gym and after gym. So here's the front pocket, and in the front pocket I've included some hair ties and some bobby pins. And there are several hair ties in here because I know that girls always forget these, and these are something that they always ask other girls, hey, do you have an extra hair tie? And things like that. And I'm sure my daughter has asked someone for an extra hair tie. So I always try to make sure she keeps extra, because if you borrow something, our rule is if you take something from someone else or someone gives you something, you should be able to bless someone else back with something, you know, at a later date whenever you have extra. So I always try to keep extra when I can. So here are all the items that are packed into that little kit there. And the first item you're going to need when you're getting dressed to go to gym is some lotion. Sometimes you might be a little bit ashy when you're changing your clothes or changing out into your shorts. And by the way, my daughter typically does not wear gym shorts. I know a lot of the girls now are wearing those like running shorts and things like that, but those running shorts are really, really short. And when they do activities that require them to get down on the floor and things like that, you can see in between their legs, and that is not a good look. But these are good for, you know, when she wears her, you know, short sleeves, her elbows may be ashy, or if she's wearing the short capri leggings, her legs may be ashy. So always have some lotion. And then after gym class is over, you're probably going to need some other items. Here I have some all-purpose cleaning wipes, and basically what you're going to do with these is take out a wipe and wipe underneath your arms, and you know, wipe those areas that are sweaty and prone to smell after you've worked out or ran around. A lot of times people just try to go ahead and put the deodorant on top of funk, but one thing my mom taught us growing up is you cannot mask funk with, you know, perfumes and deodorant without getting rid of the odor first. So you would wipe underneath your arms or underneath your chest if you're heavy chested, or your bust, with these all-purpose wipes. And then after you wipe with the all-purpose wipes, I also include a small, you know, hand towel in her bag for her to make sure she can wipe away any moisture. You want to make sure that you are completely dry before you apply any of the other, you know, products. So, you know, moisture breeds bacteria, fungi, yeast, and everything. So make sure that you completely dry yourself off after gym. So what, you know, so wipe with the towelette to cleanse yourself, and then wipe with this towel to make sure that you're dry. After you're fully dry, you can put a little bit of deodorant underneath your arms to make sure that you are fresh under there. And I also keep, if you saw my no-cost vanity makeover, you know that I use what I call all-purpose body seasoning. And this is a DIY. I used a, you know, empty spice jar. It's a plastic jar just so that, you know, if she drops her bag, it won't break or anything like that. And I took some, you know, gold duct tape, and I just, you know, put the gold duct tape around and then made a clear label and put that on there, the all-purpose body seasoning. And I can share this DIY in another video as to how I make this, but this basically knocks out any odor, keeps you dry. You can put it anywhere on your body. I typically use it for under my breast area because I'm heavy chested and it tends to sweat and it can get moist under there. So you can sprinkle a little bit of this underneath your chest if you need to. You can sprinkle it under your arms. You can sprinkle it in your socks to keep your feet nice and dry and smelling fresh. But yes, this is a must-have. Again, I love this stuff. This is my holy grail. And then down here, you know, girls always pretty much need these little clamps, these claw clips to hold their hair up or anything like that. So I have one of those in there. And finally, I have a brush so that she can put her hair back in place after gym is over. Sometimes your hair is in a disarray once, you know, you finish your gym class, so a brush would be good. So I'm going to show you how I actually pack everything together and assemble it into a gym bag. So here's everything that has to go into her little sack. Now over here are my daughter's shoes, and it is important that you cover your shoes before you put them in the bag. You don't want any germs or anything like that floating around in the bag. And also if they go outside, if it was raining or something like that, or the weather was inclement, they had inclement weather, you don't want wet shoes and dirty shoes. They've been all over a school bathroom, all over the floor, inside your bag, touching all of your other stuff. These right here are the little disposable booties that you give contractors or someone that's coming to your home to slip on over their shoes so they won't trap dirt through your home. And you know, I have these forever and a day because I don't use them that often. It's just when, you know, contractors come over, friends and family just take their shoes off. But, you know, I'm just showing off because you know how you YouTube people are. You want everything to be perfect and pretty. But let's keep it real. My daughter does not have the time, nor is she going to try to stick her shoes down into these little booties. Time is of the essence when you're getting ready for gym. So what she really does is she either uses a Kroger bag or a Dollar Tree plastic bag or something like that and throws her shoes in there and put them inside of her bag. But the important thing to remember is to make sure that you cover your shoes up because they're filthy. The next section here is everything's all rolled up into one. Her sports bra, her t-shirt, and her leggings are all rolled up into, you know, a ball so it can just be stuck right into her bag. And then here again we roll up her towel so it can, you know, slip right into her bag. And then all of her essentials are in this little kit, and this kit can just stay in her bag all, you know, all the time. And there's a pair, her socks are actually in here. So usually the socks stay in here because if she already has socks on before she goes to gym, she'll probably just leave those socks on and switch out into her sneakers. Now, another quick tip is when you come home, make sure part of their, you know, at home after school routine is to empty out their bag. You don't want sweaty clothing to sit in that bag, mildew, and stink up the bag. So part of when they get home, they need to unload their bag and put everything in the washroom, and make sure they don't just ball it up and throw it into the washroom, that they actually lay it out so that it can air out and not smell all mildewy. And here's everything perfectly snug and stowed away in her sack. And all you have to do is pull those strings and you are good to go. Her gym bag is all set. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully you got some you know, helpful and useful tips on how to pack a gym bag. Later on today, I will be posting a huge Dollar Tree couture haul, and it's going to be a collective haul, mostly you know, some Dollar Tree items and other items, and a lot of the items in there will pertain to teens and tweens, and then there are some things in there for adults. So be on the lookout for that because I think you'll find that very fun and interesting also. And then later on throughout the week, I will complete this series, and I also plan on doing a video, I didn't mention it in the series before, but a clothing lookbook and a clothing haul, what my daughter wears back to school and how I, you know, put that together, what my process is in terms of, you know, budgeting and, you know, purging her closet and getting items and things like that. So be on the lookout for that video also. And until next time, I am going to keep calm and carry on.